All right, we live, fellas.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on?
Peace. So, sorry for the delay. We're having, like every other stream that we've had, YouTube is and Google Hangouts aren't hooking up the right way or whatever, so we're having some issues, but we made it and we're here. And obviously you can see our special guest. If you do not know who this is Jacob from Nature Boy.
Peace. How you guys doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
All right. Just before you guys, get deep into it, let's just try and get some of the other fellas just on the other side.
Yeah.
We're on this one. So I'm gonna go in there now and
okay. Yeah, I just sent like 2 text messages in the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all for sticking around.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. Since YouTube has changed a little bit, they've been hard on us, man. So thank y'all brothers for being with us.
Yeah, much appreciated. Okay, let's cut my volume down. We're good. Yeah, 30 watching right now. What's up, Bearded and Beantown? Alan Hammond, Bearded Soul, Robert Jones, Otis Mayweather, Robert Jordan.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness.
Look at my man Sean P. What's happening? Timothy Strickland.
All right. Just bear with me. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm on the other chat. Just trying to get some of the other people that are still in the other one waiting for us to go live to let them know that we're over here.
Yeah.
So just bear with me for 1 sec.
I think yeah, we all did that a couple times. I know I did about 2 or 3 of them myself.
Yeah, there's still some folks over there.
Okay. Let me refresh this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Sean P, man. Dang YouTube.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yep, I hear you.
Okay, good, man. My thing started tripping, man.
Yeah, what's up, Robert Jordan? What's up, Bearded Shark? Deborah Welch, what's going on? Good evening, gentlemen.
Lady and gentlemen. Lady and gentlemen. Yeah.
OG Fitzroy. What's up, brothers? Terrence Kent, checking in.
Yeah, my bad. Can everybody hear me?
What's going on? Yeah, we can.
Yes.
All right. Lump.
Lump, can you hear me? Lump, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah. Can hear you.
Sean, what's good, Sean?
Yeah. I'm just shouting everybody out in the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean P was good, man. Beer Shark.
Make it slice. What's happening?
Deborah, what's going on?
Everybody pardon us, please, man. YouTube is throwing some curveballs at us.
Big time.
Just trying to keep us on our toes. So,
Big time.
Yeah.
Like Nolan Ryan.
Man, we usually do like a little test run, man. Everything was perfect. And then the day of, we always run into some BS, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we did that thorough run through yesterday, but it happens. It's all good.
Yeah, we're thinking about going to MySpace and doing it from there.
Hey, the servers will be clean and smooth.
Better luck over there,
right? We got some special mentions in the house. Let me grab these in the chat. Bear Time and Scott is in the house, fellas. What's up?
What up, Scott?
We got Pete Williams in the building.
What?
Jersey representative, King Tally, Bear Justice. What's going on, brother? I don't know about the Raider Nation though, but I'm gonna say
yeah, that's what's up. Raider Nation in the house.
Oh,
that's
get out of here! You're a Louisiana dude now, man. Whatever.
What?
Not you. I'm talking about Cedric, Beard Justice.
We got the Bearded Shark in the house.
Bearded Shark.
What's going on,
up,
brother?
Shark?
Yeah, Beard Justice. That's what's up, man.
Deborah Wells.
C Battle said, "Damn, not
Deborah, what's going
MySpace.
on?
Yeah, not my.
How are you, Deborah?
Yeah, I went to
MySpace is the
MySpace.
place to be right now."
Yo, I'll be right back. I gotta reload. I gotta reset this one more time, man.
Oh, you
'Cause
can't hear it?
I can't hear Jacob now.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So once we get it all together, we'll go ahead and once DI gets it together and comes back in, then we'll go ahead and reintroduce the man of the hour.
Please.
The men of the hour, we are here.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
We are equal.
There we go. Jesus.
All right.
All right, we ready?
Look like I'm drinking out of a jelly container.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, everybody. So
I said, no, we good. Go ahead.
okay, cool. So I'll make the introduction again. We have Jacob from Nature Boy in the house. This is kind of funny because actually D Hyde actually linked me with Jacob. He saw Jacob on Instagram and he was telling me how nice his packaging on his products and stuff were. And I'm just like, one of the first things I saw was the comb. And I was like, man, I ain't messing with that comb. It's nice, but I ain't going to mess with it because I didn't want to spend all that money. But I eventually got the comb and made a connection with Jacob and asked Jacob to come join us. And so we appreciate Jacob. This is Nature Boy. If you all do not know,
No doubt.
Happy to be here, man.
check him out on Instagram.
Yeah, we
you.
appreciate you coming on, Jacob, for sure.
Thank
man.
you.
Sir.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for this platform. It's great just to see 47 people logging in. So that shout out to you guys and what you guys have been building. And it just shows how tight the bearded community is. And I'm just happy to be here amongst you fellas that I also watch and pay attention to and learn from. So it's a blessing.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. So my first question, well, it's going to be two questions. First is what got you started with your own beard company, with your own grooming company? And second, how did you come up with the name Nature Boy?
That's a good double question. So back in 2014, I started growing my beard out, and it was to be short, it was very organic. It wasn't planned to be a business per se. It was more so something that I did to solve a problem for myself because I was growing my beard. And I really had no male guidance with, beard grooming or anything like that. Like I told you guys yesterday, I used to just get out the shower and I thought that, hey, my beard is moist. This is how it looks. But it wasn't until one of my coworkers told me, she asked me if she can touch my beard. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she said it felt like burlap. And I was like, oh, wow, that's so that stuck with me. So then my creativity kicked in. Well, prior to that, I went to a beauty supply store to try to find something for beards. And I was the type of guy that thought that, if it wasn't in the beauty supply, it just didn't exist. So I went and I asked if there was anything for beards. Mind you, this was 2014. And the lady looked at me strange, like, something for beards? Like, no, we have stuff for curly hair. So I left. I went home and I just raided my girlfriend's closet and I put pink lotion on my face. As terrible as that sounds, that's what I had. So that didn't work. It kind of burned a little. So as some time passed and just my close family, we started to go the more natural route. And, we started using coconut oil and things. I got creative and I said, you know what? I'm going to just try to make my own oil. So I talked to my barber and he gave me some advice. And I bought a couple oils just on the whim and a couple of synthetic fragrances and I liked it. So that sparked the initial idea. And then time went on, I moved to a different location. And then when I had some time to myself, the idea came back, like, what about that beard stuff I was working on? That's what I called it at the time. And once I really started researching and getting down to the science, about 18 months of time had passed where I was researching. I replaced everything synthetic with natural oils, natural essential oils. And then every skill set that I had prior, I was able to pour into the process. And that's what really inspired me or motivated me to want to turn into a business, because my past skills in just designing things or model building or shooting pictures, I didn't have to really outsource to anybody. I just used the skills I had. So I was able to turn this idea and build on it rapidly. So I designed the packaging after a bunch of other failed ideas. And then I started working on the site with a friend of mine. And before you know it, I had something. And for whatever reason, I said I wasn't going to rush the name of this business. I had a feeling, my spirit told me it would come to me. And I lived in the mountains at the time with like deers and bears and everything. And I was reconnecting with nature, which is something that I was always very drawn to as a child. I used to always play in the mountains by my grandmother's house. And as I was just reconnecting, just balancing out spiritually, it just came to me like Nature Boy. It hit me. And I was like, oh, wow, I think that's it. But I said, maybe not. Let me try to think. And I tried to think of all these other trendy names like Beard this or Beard that. And it all just felt very novelty. And Nature Boy just felt right. It felt authentic. So I anchored myself to that name. And I also anchored myself to the value of keeping every step of my process very, very authentic. So when I launched, it was amazing how fast people drew to the brand. And when they found out, oh, and this is a Black-owned brand. Oh my God, this looks beautiful. And all I had was an oil at the time and the soap. And then from there, we just built and built and built. So we launched June 1st, 2016, and we're a little over 2 years old now, and we're growing, man. I think that's it. I think I answered the question.
Yeah, you did. So you said the first two items were the oil and the soap, correct?
Yeah, the oil and the soap were the first two, and then yep.
Right. Okay, so since we went to the, since we're on the products now, let's just show them real quick. Like, this is all I have in the line. There's some things that I do not have, and Jacob can go into anything I miss here. So here's the beard oil, 1 ounce oil. We have a 2 ounce balm, just a beard balm. And I kind of want to talk about this balm because there's some different ingredients in here. Mm-hmm. There's the balm. Here's the leave-in. And soap. Did I bring up the soap already? There's soap.
Nope.
And y'all know what this is. Y'all know what this is.
That's
y'all know
taco,
what this
that's
is.
a taco meat rake.
You know what's funny? It was going to be called the beard rake at first too, but we changed it. You know, I should say, let's just keep a beard comb. That's funny you said that.
See, X, man, y'all don't. Well, y'all do know that X is a very intelligent, wise, seasoned,
Here it comes.
young old fellow over there. So he's always thinking, always thinking. So yeah, let me just ask you about the because I did a video a little while ago talking about for the most part, most companies using kind of like the same carrier oils and essentials. Mm-hmm. So in the beard balm, the ones that stick out to me more than anything is you have a herbal infusion, which is nettle leaf, horsetail, oat straw, and I ain't going to try to pronounce that.
Bring rash.
That B1. Yeah, what you just said, leaf. Mm-hmm. Okay. So also the moringa seed is not, I don't see that very often. So how did you decide to come up with these carrier oils?
So once it became time for the balm, once I realized, okay, the oil is great. It's lightweight, it's good, but I also have this wild beard that has hairs that just go crazy. I realized I needed something a little thicker. And every product was inspired by my own struggles. So if it didn't work for me, then I wouldn't feel authentic in making it, let alone pushing it. So with the balm and with every other product, I wanted to take it up a notch each time. So I knew, okay, there's already balms out there that have shea butter, that have coconut oil in these things, and they're all great in their own way. And then there's balms that don't really work for my beard that are more like waxes that are just too thick. So what's going to be unique about this? And I told myself, if I can't think of anything, I'm just not going to create it. I'm not going to sell anything that I don't believe in. So I started researching and I started gathering different oils and different ingredients. And moringa is a plant that I'm very fond of because of its health benefits. I take a lot of moringa powder and I drink it with water. I mix it in my smoothies from time to time. It's very, very good internally. And it also has benefits. The oil of the seed has a lot of benefits for the hair and for the skin. So one, it was different. and I'm just all about being different. So that caught my eye as different. I love the health benefits, and it's something you don't see every day. So that alone was a reason to try it. And I liked the results that I got from it, just using the oil by itself. I like the results that I got taking the powder internally. So I felt very good spiritually then about applying it to my product. So that's how I chose the Moringa. And then the whole herbal infusion process, that was something again that I decided to do to take it up a notch, to try to power pack this balm as much as I could. So I developed this 6-week process of this herbal infusion process where I infuse these herbs, the actual dry herbs themselves, into my avocado oil, and it's a 6-week process. And then once the herbs have infused all the essences in the oil has a completely different smell, and it's actually great. If I bottled that up by itself, it would smell amazing. And then I strain it, like triple strain it really well, and then I mix that into my balm concoction amongst the other ingredients that I chose. So the herbs, the moringa, and so on, every ingredient, like I say on my Instagram, was chosen with intent. It wasn't just, hey, coconut oil is good, I'm going to add that, or this smells good, I'm going to add that. Everything was chosen with intention, and other things were left out because of how they react to my hair. Like I left cocoa butter out intentionally because as much as I love the smell of cocoa butter, I didn't like how it reacted to my beard. I love it on my skin, but on my beard, it just didn't work. So as good as it smelled, I left it out. And that's how I chose my process. And yeah, that's it.
No doubt.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just
cool.
Yeah, man.
Indeed.
So I'll let you go ahead if you want to ask the question yesterday, which is a great question since, unless you want me to ask it.
Oh, yeah. What did I ask?
You want me to ask it, Uncle? You got
it. Go ahead. Throw it out there.
No, X, you want me to ask the question?
Well, I don't know what
got
question you're talking about, so I guess you don't have
But-
a choice but to ask it now.
All right. So,
How about
so,
Which
so
question was?
with each product, you have it's only 1 cent. Can you tell
Right.
us why you chose to just roll with 1 cent instead of having 5, 6, 7 different cent options?
Oh, yeah. So before I launched, I was back and forth with that. I was back and forth with, okay, do I want to make a bunch of scents? Because when I was in testing, I had a lot of different fragrances. But ultimately, I decided that the way the brand was developing and how unique it was, I just felt that it's better that I make something that is the Nature Boy scent. And because the smell is so unique into itself, and I know this because when I would watch like D-Lump's reviews, when people try to describe it, they can't quite put their finger on what it is, and they more so describe different, fragrances or foods or something that it smells like. And to me, that means that I succeeded with that, creating that Nature Boy scent. So I more so wanted to step away from the fear of not being accepted, because really it was a fear of not being accepted that made me want to make like 6 or 7 different easy to recognize scents, like lemon mint or cinnamon or cocoa butter, or that. I realized that was coming from a place of fear of not, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to be redundant. So when I set that aside, I said, you know what, I'm going to go with these 1 cents, but I'm going to call it beard oil number 1 or beard balm number 1, giving that space for that number 2 scent to come out in time once the brand has reached a certain level and people know, okay, everybody knows that that's Nature Boy, that's the brand, that's the scent. Then in time, like how the iPhone did, the iPhone is a huge inspiration to me, because that first iPhone was already the best, but it didn't have picture messaging, it didn't have a whole bunch of things. But when they came out with that 3G and then that 4G or 3GS or whatever it was, it still felt special, as opposed to just coming out of the gate with 7 or 8 different scents. So again, it was an intentional decision, but that's why I chose to stick with 1. And I also had to tell myself that you know, whoever it resonates with, that's great. And if they love it, I'll know. And if not, it's okay, because there's Scotch Porter out there, there's Detroit Grooming, there's all these other brands that have other options. And I'm just another guy with another company out here contributing to this community. So let me not try to be greedy and try to just have something of everything. Let me just contribute what's genuine to me, that came from my heart and my spirit, and just see where it goes. So that's why I just ran with one. For now.
Cool.
For now, yeah.
For now. Right. Cool. I'd like to open the questions up to the panel. If you guys have anything for Jacob, you go ahead and throw it out.
Let me know if something comes up. I'm looking at it too.
I got a question while we wait for the panel. Lump, can you do me a favor and stand up? Because I can't really read your shirt, and I'm trying to see what it says, but I can't really see it.
Yeah, let me poke. I don't hope the taco meat don't poke through, but let me go ahead. Can y'all see that?
I can't see you. You
still can't?
turn your camera off. Oh, there you go.
I turned my camera off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Taco meat, we in these streets.
Taco meat, we in these streets.
I thought it said
y'all don't know Samson.
Yeah, we got a couple donations too, man.
We got a super chat, fellas.
Super chat.
Bearded Joey Wilson said he wanted to just show some love. Appreciate
That's
that.
what's
Bearded
up,
Joey.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate that.
And the brother King Tally.
King Tally. What up, bro?
There's some bottled waters for
Stop Robert, some bottled water from B-Dot. Oh my God.
we gonna get B-Dot some ramen.
Yeah. He can probably buy a whole box for like $2.
They're about $2.37. I done bought them before.
Oh, there you go. You know the exact math, huh?
Exact price. I get a bunch of that with that.
Wow. Yeah, so just want to address the chat too, man. If you guys have any questions for Jacob, man, this is your time to go ahead and ask him any
Somebody
questions that's
asked,
on your mind.
so one question came up. It said, what made you want to use carbon for the comb? I'm not sure if he's referring to the actual element or the carbon element or the brand, but just to clarify, Carbon AR was a company that it was a Black-owned company, and they made wood products. They made combs, hair combs. So like with my other products, like with the balm and everything else, and even with the brush, the reason why the comb was the last thing that I came out with, or the second to last besides the kit, was because I didn't want to just order a comb from China or from Thailand that, again, you can just get online. I didn't feel inspired by taking a comb, lasering my name on it, and it just being a Nature Boy comb, but it's the same comb that everybody else has. So I wanted to actually make something from scratch that was completely different, or I wasn't going to do it, period. I was just going to have my oil and everything else. So right before I broke on my integrity and gave up and I almost said, okay, I'm just going to find something, there was this company that I had my eye on that I forgot about named Carbon AR. They made these interesting women's hair combs with a completely different look. And he reached out to me. His name was Jay. He reached out to me and he said, hey, man, I've had my eye on you guys. I noticed you don't have a comb. You know, maybe we can talk about creating something. And I said, and it was in like divine timing. And I hit him back and said, that's interesting, man. I had an eye on you guys a while back, and it kind of slipped through the cracks. So we got on the phone and we started talking, and I told him that I do need a comb, but I don't want someone to just make a comb for me. I'm very hands-on. I want to be very in the weeds with this creative process, and I would love to design it together from scratch. And if you have the means to help design it, then let's do it. So we bounced ideas for 6 months, and we sketched things out. He sent down a prototype of something that he did. I liked it, but then I said, it's nice, but it doesn't quite comb good, so we need to refine the teeth. So then I went and bought some material, and I started refining the teeth. And then after that 6-month process and some tweaks in the design, we got the comb that you see today. So the carbon that you see on the back is paying homage to his brand, Carbon AR. He actually stopped doing his business shortly after. He moved on to some other things. So it was literally divine timing, because shortly after that, we released the comb. The comb went crazy. Like, it sells out all the time, but life had other callings for him. So he stopped doing what he was doing and moved on to other things. But I keep his name on the back because he was very much a part of the process, just as much of a part of the process as I was. It was like two meetings of the minds, and that's where that came from. But that's the answer to that question.
Deborah Welsh asked me to show the comb again, so here's the comb. I don't know how well you can you get a look at that. It's I don't know if you can see the Nature Boy right here, and then the Carbon AR is on the back here.
Mhm.
So I did see a question. Beard Hustle wants to know, this is for Jacob, how did you know the soap ingredients would lather and clean so well?
Trial and error, honestly. The soap is the only thing that we don't make. Everything else is made in here, like tools, everything, woodworking. But the soap, we wanted to keep authentic to the original recipe from Africa, from Ghana. So that we import to keep it true to its original roots. Because I've tried refined African black soap before, and it wasn't the same, or people had added scent to it to, make it their own. But I just felt it'd be best to pay homage to where it came from originally. So that's what we did. And as far as me knowing that it worked well, I tried it and I liked it. I was extremely satisfied with it, especially because with other natural soaps that I've tried, they didn't lather as well, or I just didn't quite like the results that I got. But I was using black soap on my face, and that's still the only thing that I use. And I've been using that for the past couple of years, and it worked really well. So it felt like the right way to go instead of creating a beard wash. Again, I want it to be different. And we still may do a liquid wash in the future because a lot of people ask about it. But right now, the black soap is our chosen soap for our beard and the face.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what's up.
We got Samson in the house, everybody.
Samson.
Hey, what's going on, King?
What's
Hey,
going on?
everybody, what's going on?
What's
What's
going
up?
on?
Hey,
Yeah.
Samson, you come on now. You can't come in like that, man. You having a bad day?
I know, right?
Come on now, Samson.
God damn, what the heck, King? You already know what it is, man.
There we go.
You know what I mean? I just had to tuck the battery out my pack for a little while, you know what I'm saying? I had to recharge. I had to put that AB, left, right, that Contra code in.
That sounds like Mortal Kombat, bro.
You know?
That's that Mortal Kombat code.
Man,
man.
Samson come in here like, hey, what's up,
What up,
fellas?
what
How
up?
everybody doing?
Yeah.
Nah, man, you better come in here the right way.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he had somebody else in the truck with him or something. Hey guys, how are you?
Now you see how he switched up real quick. The other was it last week when he found the dude with the beard at the airport? You see how he swithed up and turned like he was a real Bob Barker.
Yeah, you know, you can't walk up on some people, man. You look offensive already. You know, got gold teeth and everything, man. You know, you got to come professional sometime when I ain't want to get shot. You know, these people be right here. You know, they be concealed carrying, man. You know, so I don't want to get popped.
Hey, he did. Hey, he did. He was hitting around. He was hitting that corner pretty quick though. When he was just excuse me, sir. He was like,
Excuse me, brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run an episode of Samson.
Samson,
Man,
hey,
going out talking to folks.
Samson in the streets, man. That's gonna be
Samson in these streets.
Samson in the streets. Hey, I don't know if I missed it or not, but did Samson get a chance to meet Nature Boy?
No, he wasn't in last
I
night.
went to his IG and everything. I like everything he's doing, man.
Man, thank you, bro.
Hey, Nature Boy, are you familiar with the other Nature Boy that's going around online now that he actually moved over to like Mexico and he's out in the wilderness?
Yeah.
So, I was thinking that was the Nature Boy, but I was glad that, you know what I'm saying, I actually got a chance to see that it was you, man, because that guy over there, man, I don't know if you kings are familiar with the guy that's over in Mexico that he's actually living out in nature. And
Mhm.
but you know, he's kind of written like an Airbnb, well, out there in nature or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, they on his conscious thing and everything. You know what I'm saying? The salute to the brother, but there's a lot of things going on over there though.
Yeah, no. A couple
To say the
people
least.
actually reached out to me, looking for him, and
Oh.
you know, I just redirected them, and you know, because a couple people they reached out and they felt very. Well, you know, I don't even want to get into what it was they were saying, but I mean, you could imagine what somebody would be feeling when they're looking for, you know, some spiritual healing or whatnot. But I just politely redirected them and said, you know, wrong Nature Boy, but peace and blessings to your journey.
I think
And
Yeah.
but yeah,
D Hyde has that issue too. Doesn't
What's up?
you,
What?
where people would be the barber, they start to say something else instead of be the barber. They get tongue tied and say
Be with the beard?
some
Be
other
with the
things.
beard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's close though. That's close.
That is close. I'm gonna change my name just to straight up D Hyde, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Oh, you
right?
branded now. You can't change it. You branded. You be the barber. You can't change
The
it now.
barber.
Oh, you know what? I know I'm late to the stream, fellas, and please forgive me on that. But I wanted to ask Nature Boy,
Yes, sir.
how did you get your name, man? Did you explain that already? Like, how did you come up with that handle or that IG name? And you know,
Yeah, so I gave the long version the first time, but in short, man, the name actually really more so found me. When I created the company, it wasn't, I created the oil without the intention of actually going into business. It was something that I made for myself. So as I was creating, it was very much like spirit led, and I told myself intentionally I wasn't going to force thinking of a name. And then when the name came to me, I was living in the mountains. I was reconnecting with nature, much like the other Nature Boy is doing, just not to
Wow.
that extent. And when the name hit me, it just felt right, and I parked it. And then I tried to force other names. Like I remember I thought of this name, Beard Fuel, and I still laughed at that to this day. Like, oh, it just wouldn't have been the same. But Nature Boy Groom, it felt right. It matched everything I was doing. It matched everything that was inspiring my creativity, which is why there's a lot of natural elements in everything that I create. So it was effortless. And with the handle, the Nature Boy IG, I didn't want to use like Nature Boy Grooming because I knew that the page would eventually expand beyond just product lines in a box. You know, I wanted it to be more like, this is the Nature Boy Instagram. So I kept it general and comfortable, and also so that when, you know, I reach out to people, they wouldn't be turned off like, oh, there's another product page, you know, trying to get a hold of me. I want people to know that there's a human being behind this, but you know, we're coming very professional because we are a business. So that's how the name came about, man.
Hey, I get it, man. Totally organic. You know what I'm saying?
All
I
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Your beard looks great too, man. I wish I can do that, but I can't. It gets to like right here and then it stops. But if I comb it out, it's long. But man, I can't do what you're doing, man. You or X, y'all, you guys are
Yes, sir.
legends.
Man,
got
that's that hyena pee, man. That hyena and that giraffe, man.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to turn the fan on, man. I was a little warm. Now I'm gonna have to turn the fan on.
Now it's getting hot up in here.
Yeah.
So Nature Boy, how was it living in the mountains, man? Like, how was that experience? Like, was
Wait, one second before you answer that. One second.
I'm sorry. Pause. We got a super chat. Go ahead, Lump.
We got Michael Rice Jr. with the super chat.
Michael
second
Rice.
question, Nature Boy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Nature Boy.
Appreciate it.
With the market so saturated, what makes your company stand out from the rest? Peace and blessings to the panel for bringing these guests on. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Michael.
the chat,
Thank you,
super
Michael.
chat, and
Rice,
appreciate
man.
the question.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate that super
the
chat,
question,
Michael.
too, and
Indeed.
the super chat.
Salute to that super chat and great question. So honestly, that the only time that question really haunts me is when the spirit of competition kind of takes over. But when I reground myself on why I started, then competition doesn't really matter because I remember that I did this for myself. And I did it in inspiration to help myself. And then when I realized that it works, all the love that I put into it, all I can do at the end of the day was put it out there and hope that it resonated with people, and it did. And like the Beard Balm, each product that I made, I tried to choose ingredients intentfully, you know. So just like how I explained why I use the herbs and why I chose the moringa, I researched every single product. Excuse me, I researched every single product and their benefits, and I got a pleasing result, and I shared it. So it's that, and just the unique touch and the love that's put into it at the end of the day. Because to be honest, I can tell you, man, go in your kitchen, get some organic virgin olive oil, and just use that on your beard, and you'll have beard oil on your beard, technically, you know. But with what it is we're doing and with what it is we're creating, everything is done with intention, especially those particular products. The conditioner, that one's a little more unique. Something I can say about that is when I was trying conditioners in the past, I never really felt a difference. I was just always told I should use a conditioner. But when we made our conditioner, one thing that I realized was that it made my beard significantly softer. So if it's one thing I could say that's unique about the conditioner, is that it makes it significantly softer before you apply your oil and your balm. So it helps. And every product was designed to help one another in its process. The conditioner softens. The oil is very lightweight. It also is designed to help with itch as your hair grows out. It helps with the itch problem, but it doesn't feel heavy on your face. And the balm, the consistency of the balm was created in that texture so that it would hold the flyaways in place, but it wouldn't be as thick as, let's say, a beard styling wax, because a styling wax just wouldn't work on my hair. It would be too thick. But a butter was too thin and it would make my hair feel frizzy. So with the conditioner being the softener, the oil being the lubricant, as I call it, and working the skin, and then the balm being the sealant that holds it all in, all the products work in synergy. And with that, I also didn't feel the need to make other scents because everything right there was working. And then with the brush, I know I'm long-winded, but again, each one of these was made with intent. Our brushes are different for sure, because if you go to the beauty supply store, in most cases, you're going to find a very, very hard, stiff synthetic brush that's too firm for your beard, or you're going to find a soft brush that's too soft for your coarse hair. So finding the right thickness and the bristles that we use was intentional, because I had to make sure that it would work on a coarse beard like mine and work on other coarse beards like the fellas in this chat. So that was done specifically for us so that we can have something that works, as opposed to having to settle with something that barely works or use the side of the brush because it's too hard. And the comb, the difference in that one was I wanted to create something that functions like a pick, which is why the wide teeth are longer, but is designed like a comb so that you still have that fine tooth side and you don't have to switch from your pick to your comb. You have both. So again, at the beginning of my spiel, when I was saying it's intent, everything was intentional for those reasons. I wanted to make sure that everything worked. I didn't want it to just be a pretty product or a nicely wrapped box or a beautiful comb. I even told the brother I was working with the comb, I said, it looks good, but it has to work. If it doesn't work right, we're not putting it out. And that's why it took so long, because I had to work those teeth. And you could ask D Lump, he has 2 combs, and that second one is a refined version of the first one, because once I found out how to make those teeth work even better, I refined it. So there's a lot of love and intent put into it. And I think that's what separates what it is I'm doing, because I'm not driven by the money. I'm driven by the results and the transformation of having a better beard.
I'm gonna have to check you on something, because on the channel here on this live stream, we got to be honest all the time.
Yes, sir.
And, something you said, I just got to make sure I got to fact check and make sure you're being honest about.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you sent that first comb to Lump because you wanted him to test it in his taco meat and see if the teeth were gonna snap.
Hey, that's a good way
Nah,
to test something.
you know what?
Really was. So you
That's
said,
a good way to test it.
Wait. You supposed to be checking him, not checking me.
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
on
no.
me right there, man. You told you messing up the
Oh man. Hey, I want to recognize
Oh,
somebody
man.
too that just joined, man. The man Mike from Detroit Grooming, man. He said he was
Hey.
sorry he was late.
Mike, we appreciate you
What's
stopping
up, Mike?
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike.
thank you for stopping through, Mike. Appreciate
Much
you,
love.
man.
I think I
Yeah,
know
but
that.
that's a good one though. Yeah, if it don't break, if the teeth don't break from the taco meat, then I guess it's good.
That's how you got that splinter, though. Is that where that splinter came
that
from,
is how I got
bro?
the splinter.
Wait, I'm trying to think of a shirt. Taco
It's the
meat broke
truth.
I'm trying to think of a shirt. Taco meat broke my teeth. Is that no?
Oh,
man.
Oh,
You know
Sam,
one
they try to
thing-
put
you
you
know
to work
one
over
thing-
there, man.
Man.
They try
What'd
to
you say,
put it over to
LB?
work. I have 2 shirts now. They trying to put you to work now. Now I need another shirt, man. I need
I
another
know
custom.
it. Oh.
Oh, the hook.
Yes, sir.
Had to-
Don't get pulled
Oh.
over, Samson.
Yeah, you saw
I was
Samson
at
look over his shoulder though, right?
Don't get pulled over,
Hey,
Samson.
That still sounds like the police.
And yeah,
That's
you
the
heard that?
police.
Hey,
Oh, man.
man.
Samson, you were asking something. I forgot what it was you were asking. Before
I wanted to make a comment. I just think it's real refreshing that we get you kings on here and like hearing your journey as far as like and hearing your journey first of all and why you started, and then also hearing you talk about the products. It seems so passionate. It's like I like to hear someone talk about their product, you know what I'm saying, and know everything about it. You know what I'm saying, and
Yes,
know
sir.
the reason that they did it. That's what gives, you know what I'm saying, it lets everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, that we're not, just perceiving it to be something. We can actually hear from you guys. And you know what I'm saying, that's refreshing to hear from you kings, man. So we really appreciate that.
Man,
Definitely,
salute.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm inspired by the process every step of the day since the birth of it to now. Like it courses through my veins, man. I'm so connected to it, and I just feel blessed to even have that inspiration, man. And I'm a student in the journey every single day. But thank you for those words. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
You got it,
I
brother.
Our
Well
brother
deserved.
Bearded Hustle, our brother Bear Hustle has a slogan for you. If the comb don't break, it was a nature boy rake.
There you go. There you go. That's what's up, man.
Word.
Oh man.
I wanted to take this time too to kind of just show you love, man, and show people your Instagram, because that was one of the things that caught my eye. And that when I referred Lump to check you out, I was like, damn, Nature Boy. Like your Instagram is just so fly looking, man. The
Thank
way
you, bro.
you take your pictures and the way you have your layout, man, it's just super clean. But I'm gonna share with everybody real quick
Appreciate it, fam.
for sure.
You gotta load your MySpace first. Get all that.
What happened?
Yo, B-Dot, you got to be the cover boy of MySpace, because don't nobody talk about that thing, man. And here you go with the
There you
MySpace
go.
on
Right.
national television, worldwide
MySpace.
live stream.
Yeah, you gotta.
What was that
you
dude's
see,
name?
There you go.
You see his
I
box
don't know what
kit?
his name, but he was everybody's friend.
Huh?
Oh, Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
That
That's his name. Tom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing I saw too, Nature Boy, was these the box kits that you were doing. Like, you do these like, is it something that you do often, or is it just for like certain times of the year?
So there's two. One of them is this box kit, which is our deluxe kit. This is my baby. This is like it's empty. Nothing's in there. I thought I had my products in there. Where is it? Oh, she took them. Anyway, the deluxe kit, this is something that we have all the time unless we sell out. But there's also the blackout box, which you may be referring to, in which people still ask me about. That's something that only comes during Black Friday. And yeah, again, like everything else, that was an idea that I had. Like, Black Friday's coming. How can I be different besides just discounting the products? What can I do to, show that there's value behind what I'm offering and show people that it's worth trying out. And then one idea led to another, and we branded it really well last year, and it did very well. And we only had it for 12 hours during Black Friday, and then it was gone, but it'll be back.
wow.
Yeah. But our deluxe kit we have all the time. We're like one away from selling out right now, but we're going to produce more, hopefully in time for Father's Day.
Yeah,
But
that box is definitely crazy.
Thank
I
you.
Crazy.
noticed too,
Yeah.
man, because
That's-
when I opened this bomb, I was pretty shocked. I don't know if y'all brothers can see if I'm talking, the detail and everything that's in here. I never saw a bomb box that actually has some foam in here, like I'm getting ready to propose, or there's some jewelry going on in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he did pay a lot of close attention to detail, and you could tell there's a lot of thought and a lot
Thank
of
you,
care
man.
put into the product and the packaging.
Yeah,
Appreciate
definitely,
that.
man. Definitely.
Thank you, bro. And you know what? Just to speak on that briefly, I won't take too much time. When I was designing everything before I even had the name Nature Boy, I had a lot of terrible packaging ideas, but I was so inspired. I would wake up every day I would literally wake up out of bed like, oh, maybe I should put like grass in my box, but that was terrible. And then I was sitting down at my desk. Yeah, it was the worst idea ever. But I was sitting down at my desk and I looked down at a microphone box, and the microphone box had foam in it. And I just thought to myself, like, oh man. So I went and got my X-Acto knife. I cut it out. I cut out the foam. I put it in this box, and I just carved a little, like, what was shaped almost like a bullet. And I set a bottle in there, and I looked at it, and it wasn't as perfect as this. It was pretty terrible. It was just like a triangular shape. And I said, I think I'm onto something. And then from there, like my paper tags initially, I just cut some paper out. I bought a stamp. Like, it was very, very makeshift. But that process is what made the brand so unique. And then I just decided to keep a lot of those natural hand stamped elements and just present it really well. And that was important to me, again, because Black businesses, when I launched in 2016, there was this stigma about Black businesses. Like, we talked so badly about one another. Like, oh, I don't like messing with Black businesses. They take too long, or everybody has an attitude, or, you know, they overprice things. Like, it was all these stigmas, and we would tear each other down so much that I said, okay, if I'm going to come out with something, I got to meet and exceed that bar by so high that people think that it's not Black owned until they see my face. So the very, very first picture, if you scroll all the way down, is a picture of my family. And I did that intentionally because I wanted people to see, oh, this is nice. Oh, wait, this is Black owned, because I wanted to change and shift that narrative. Like, yo, Black owned businesses can ship stuff on time. We can be professionally presented. We can have a great product, and it's going to be worth that cost that you're paying because it is handmade. And you're not going to want to say, man, give me a discount, because you're going to feel how special this is. And that was my intent. And then when people started sending me emails saying all of that back to me without me having to say anything, I knew that I was doing something right, you know? So again, intent. It was all intent. And now I'm just being led by the Spirit every step of the way.
Oh, no doubt, no way.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
100. Yeah.
It's pretty cool seeing how it was in the beginning and how you polished everything up with, you know, from the thoughts of the labels and everything that's, you know, the packaging, and seeing how you polish it up now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Thank you. 100.
Yeah, very well
Sorry.
said.
Indeed.
T Battle says it's all about the presentation. Robert Jordan says, man, I like this dude.
Thank
Troy
you.
Grumman, I really love that we are all so different in how we express our products to customers. Being unique and genuine and authentic is what people want. Well done, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Man, salute.
We are definitely
Thank
unique. I want to tell you too, today I went to work with some dress shoes on, dress pants, a dress shirt. I didn't have a tie on today, and I had on a camo Detroit Grumman hat. And I walked in the building like that this morning. So shout out
That's
to
what's
you.
up.
I'll let you know I represent Detroit Grumman at work today.
Shout out to Detroit Grooming, man.
I know what they see.
Yeah.
They're like, man, what is wrong with this dude? But hey, man, I'm me, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
it's
to
all about
Detroit
numbers,
Grooming.
right? So as
I
long as
think
you
I think
produce, man,
you
you can
guys
get
were in the
away with
game
it.
before us.
What you said?
Oh no, I was just saying shout out to Detroit Grooming. I think they were in the game before we were, but man, thank you for, helping to pave the way, man. We're all out here. Like you said, we're unique, we're different, but we could all contribute and
Right.
coexist without having to tear each other down. And that's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely,
No
Yeah.
doubt. And that's what this is supposed to be about, us. I know with anything, everything's not going to be perfect with any, community or business or relationship or anything like that. But for the most part, this whole bearded world has been that, with, just people being positive and companies, either rocking each other's stuff. Like some companies rock each other's, other company stuff and say, hey, go buy this from such and such,
Right.
So that's really impressive if you ask me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Indeed.
No doubt.
There's
I
definitely a lot of love in the community, man. A lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Keep
So
on
Nature
telling
Boy,
y'all, man, I like
what
Pepsi and Coke. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So hey, plenty of love to go around.
Man, y'all brothers
that's
got
right.
me want to light an incense in here, man. I might have to go ahead and light up the incense.
Can you pass me that sage? Can I
Some
bless the
sage.
ceremony with some sage real quick?
yeah.
We're gonna really do this.
Hold on one second.
Think I'm playing.
They got it ready.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Throwback.
To answer the
Ready.
question, Beard Hustle, I'll type it, but you can find us at SDMF Anthony. I'm at natureboyproducts.com, and my Instagram is at natureboyig, like Instagram, natureboyig. And we're also on Facebook and barely on YouTube, but Instagram is the main hub. I'm always there to answer questions, and our website's always up and running. So that's where you can find us. And you reach out with any questions. I respond back ASAP. I don't really waste time. So yeah. And we're about to light this sage. I thought I was playing. We're about to really
There you
bless
go.
this.
What?
Bless this
Yeah.
moment right
Bless
now.
the
In
house.
here. Yes,
Bless
sir.
it.
I
Yes,
shake.
sir.
Bless
Yeah.
it.
So,
So Nature Boy, was
I
that
hate to
you
do this.
that I see? Oh, go
No,
ahead, LB.
go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask Nature
No,
Boy
you got
about
it.
the
You got
I wanted to ask about the I think I seen you on there. Was that a gimbal that you had as far as like you do like filming? Are you into that, or was it? I think I seen somebody on there filming, or
No,
like it was
that-
out like
that was another brother that reached out, and we actually met up because he liked the brand Justin Henry. But I actually just looked into a gimbal about a week ago because I have some plans that I want to manifest into reality with the brand. That's going to involve some very, very quality video shooting, and a gimbal is going to be needed. So that's interesting that you said that. But no, that wasn't me. That was Justin Henry. Shout out to him. He's a super dope filmmaker. He works with Issa Rae and a couple other people. But yeah, occasionally, I just try to feature guys on the page that are out here doing their thing and doing cool things like that. So I'm pretty sure that's the photo you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You use a gimbal?
I don't have one yet. I'm looking into getting one though, but I want to get into like a lot of more like videography type things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shoot my own, skits and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do it, man. They're expensive, but the ones for the phone are cheaper, I think. But they're interesting to use. Like I only used it once. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to go off topic. But they're cool.
I know exactly what you mean. You got to balance it out, and there's all kind of stuff to balance it and calibrate it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get me one I can go and shoot this old quick porno.
That's the cue right there.
That's the cue.
There's the cue right there. So now, obviously, this is the time where it seems to be cut up time. So, Jacob, we are going to let you go. So nothing crazy is attached to you. But nah, I'm just joking. But seriously, man, we really appreciate you coming on, man. I feel like, not to try to say anything about myself, but I feel like I have a little bit more of a relationship, and I knew this was going to be. I knew your mindset, and I knew how organic you were with your products and your mind and all that. So, and I'm sure that everybody has seen that, and you captured that with your words. So we just all appreciate you coming on and joining us, man, because you know, you're doing great things, and we just want to showcase that and just want to give you a salute, man.
No doubt.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And
definitely,
salute.
man.
Same to you guys.
Yeah.
D-Lump, thank you too, bro. Like when you got the product and you did that review, you can ask my lady. Like we both sat here, like, wow, like it was so heartfelt and genuine, man. Like it meant the world, and that's why when you told me you had that issue with the comb, I was like, send it back. And you was like, no, and I didn't tell you, but in my mind, I was like, I'm sending him another comb. It's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna surprise it because you know you blessed me first, bro, with your personality and your spirit, man. So I'm really just reflecting, you know, the energy that you gave me, and I appreciate this session, this group session, man. This is a great room of men and women, kings and queens. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being
Appreciate
on
you,
the
man.
show, man.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And tell the wife that we all said hello, and the
Will
family,
do.
everybody, tell everybody we said what's up.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Definitely.
All right, fellas.
Peace and blessings on your journey, man.
There you go.
Thank
keep
you,
up the
bro.
great, keep up the great work, Jacob, man. Keep up the
Yeah.
great work, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
Everybody in here, make sure y'all go over there and give him a follow on his Instagram, and I'm sure we'll have it up in the description of the video and all of that.
Absolutely.
Thanks a
I'm
lot.
gonna bring it up.
I'm trying to type it, but all right, fellas. I guess I'm out. Peace, family.
All right, Nate.
Peace.
All right, Jacob.
Appreciate it.
All
For
right,
sure,
kid.
man.
Peace.
All right. Dang.
Y'all know they got a new energy drink
hot
called
as
Hyena Peace.
Oh man.
Yo, where the music at, D?
I'm having difficult problems over here right now, and you know, all kind of.
Hey, you know what that remind me of when y'all be on D like that when he be when DVD when he be doing the technical difficulties. You know what that remind me of? You remember old boy say, "This one for you can't get right." When you go
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You can't get right.
Get right. Yeah, let me address some stuff that was going on in the chat, man, because I know we missed some things up in here, man. My man Alan was getting on me. If I could find it, he told me to block next time because I look like I got hit. Well, I did get hit in the eye again, so
Yeah, man.
he's trying to be funny.
I'm gonna tell y'all brother something, man. Every time I talk to D-High, he tell me he put it on somebody in the jiu-jitsu class, but every time I see him, he look like he ain't like I don't know what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he out there like Kenji. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody called me slipping yesterday, man, but it's all good. It's all bueno.
Yeah, you like Kenji with
Hey,
Drake.
D.
Yo,
Do they ever, like, when you go into class, I heard they got this thing called hood jujitsu, and in hood jujitsu, they go in there and they jump you. Do y'all do that over there where they put you in the middle and then a whole bunch of motherfuckers just jump you? You know what I'm saying? You don't do that?
no, hell no. Hood jujitsu, no.
Yeah.
Hell
I
no.
think they got a old English belt. You can get, like, I think that's the top belt you can achieve. But that just, like, the old E is the old English belt.
Old English belt.
Yeah.
Bearded Soul 78 said, D-High, what do you put on your beard before you go work out? And he told me already his secret. And that's pepper spray. He put pepper spray in his beard. So he had an upper hand when he wrestled.
That's right. As soon as they grab it, they be choking this shit. I be like, nah. They gonna catch me slipping. Then I move in for my kill. Hey,
we got a super chat, fellas.
Boogie Nate.
Yeah, super chat. Boogie Nate, man.
Much love and blessings to all y'all brothers. Always have a great time on these live streams.
Boogie Nate, appreciate that super chat, King.
Appreciate it.
Man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely, man.
Thank you for the love, Boogie.
Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, man, we do this, man. We're obligated to do this, man, because of the love y'all brothers show, man. And
Right.
yo, I look forward to this every week, man, or whenever we do get on here. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
great.
always
Yeah.
same, man. you know. And then having when we have special guests on, man, it's just the added bonus, you know. We get to kind of, you know, see the person behind the product, you know, and it's a very interesting time, man, to kind of pick their brains and talk, and then allow us to kind of once they're gone, allow us to kind of, you know, hang out and have fun, man. So
You know what? And I was saying that, you know what, this platform also allows us to like you said, like meet the man behind the brand, or the family behind the brand, or
Right.
you know, husband and wife, whatever it is behind the brand. And one thing that they taught us, like when we was thinking about like starting a business, is in a business you want to have a story. You don't just want to say, oh, I just started this stuff, and you know what I'm saying, it was just all about to make money. You know what I'm saying? So, and one thing on this platform, these guys come and they tell the backstory behind starting the product, you know, that they
Right.
offer to, you know, the community and stuff like that. And I think that's awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely,
no doubt.
No doubt.
definitely.
Yeah.
No doubt. So I just wanted to, because a lot of times we in the streams we ask what your problems are, like with your beard, but what I want to know is, what are you doing to make you have a successful beard? Like, what are you doing? Like, is there a certain tool that you use? Is there a certain product that you use? I want to know something positive about you and your beard experience. That's not to say it's anything. We're just trying to help when we ask, you know, what problems are. We're just trying to, you know, get our heads together and point you in the right direction. So that's not like a knock or anything. That's just, you know, I just want to know if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So tell me something positive about your beard.
Something positive.
I was gonna say why they putting that in the chat. Oh, go ahead, X. I'm sorry, brother.
No, I'm just saying, Boogie Nate said consistency has been the key for him, and that's definitely he hit the nail on the head with that one, man. Consistency is what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Jordan said he stays on the LCO method.
Oh yeah. Get you a nice regimen and stick with it. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
LCO, yeah.
Even if you put Vaseline on your eyebrows every day, if you stay with it, the motherfuckers will look right. You know, after a while, you know what I'm saying?
You be looking surprised all the damn time.
Frank Betha says patience. King Tolly says time and patience. Michael Rice Jr. Stay consistent. It's key to the success with your beard, with your products and diet, all over lifestyle.
There you go.
You know that beard journey or that beard life, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're gonna get in here, you know, quick sprint. You know, do a little, you know, the 100-yard dash. You know, it's a marathon. You got to keep going. You know, it's the long run. You know.
Yeah. I saw something I want to touch on. Otis Merriweather asks, what are the pros and cons of a derm roller? So I'm gonna leave that for Samson.
Yeah,
he's the only one to use a derm roller.
So on a derm roller, like what you try to do with the derm roller is, you know, that little peach fuzz that you have on your face, you know, the little light hairs and things like that you have on your face. You're trying to turn those light hairs into terminal hairs, you know, or for that stubborn hair, like when you're young, you know, younger. I didn't grow hair out my ear or my nose hair didn't go all the way past my belly button when I was younger. But, you know, as I got older, it seemed like, you know, a transformation take place and the hair just grows a lot more as I gotten older. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to force blood flow to that area where you puncture the skin, but not like you don't want to go hard with the derm roller. So increase blood flow. Of course, if you have like, I use the derm roller also for acne, because when I have bumps on my face, you know, I would lightly roll that also, and it would actually pierce the skin lightly. So whenever I got ready to put alcohol, I put products on my face to help for acne, it will go straight directly through the bloodstream, and it will help me out, you know. So, but the biggest benefit of derm rolling is increased blood flow. That's what you need. That increased blood flow to the area.
No doubt.
That's what's up. Listen up.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Blessed Bearsman says, Lump Vision, what's going on, dude? I finally can get on one of these with y'all. I love all you awesome dudes. I want to be like you guys when I grow up. I'm sure you really don't want to be like us when you grow up, man.
Nah.
Definitely not me, Jason. I don't know, because you're going to get harassed about your taco meat every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Every day.
I was trying to stay in character, you know what I mean, and keep it tight. But when Nature Boy, when he was talking to Lump, I thought that I saw Lump's nipples get hard. You know what I didn't want to say that, I thought I saw
Oh,
You know what? I'm impressed because you didn't even have your magnifying glass, and I'm impressed that you
man.
saw that. Good. I'm very impressed.
Hey, I'm just impressed that they were able to come out past the taco meat. That's impressive.
See, the areola don't have no hair around it, so it's bald.
But I'm
So-
yeah, but you got all that meat coming over the areola. So
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, so on our chest, on the man's chest, that shit is called an areola too.
I guess.
God,
You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
You
I'ma look it up.
better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It might be all that soy. I've been eating a lot of soy lately, so maybe something's going on and I don't even know.
Areola.
Well, 7 million years ago. 7 million years ago.
Man.
Hey, don't mess around and crash, Samson. Come on, man. Don't mess around and crash.
What's that be that?
Triple A in the morning. I don't know what insurance
Oh man.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Gonna see.
So,
Man, y'all ain't heard.
I know you brothers know about the what's going on in the news right now. I guess there was some news company that put a report out that beards actually were dirtier than dogs or something to that nature.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Sorry, really quick. Deborah Welch said she got to go. Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
That's one of the ladies
All right,
that been coming in.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping through, Miss Deborah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, about to send her a text on here.
So they said we got dirty.
Hey, look, wait, time out. B-Dot, you gotta stop. You keep calling text and it's making me laugh, man.
Well, I keep
You gotta send him a text message to the chat. I don't know why I think that's so funny, man.
Chat message? I don't know. I'm over here drinking. You know what I'm
Let me send him this text message real quick.
Like, yeah, I'm going to send a text real fast.
He's still on the MySpace, man. Maybe you were able to do that on MySpace, but I don't know about YouTube.
Hey, B-Dot be like this on the keypad and stuff with his drink with his pinky up, like typing and shit.
You know, let's get my MySpace together.
B-Dot text with a rotary phone, man.
B-Dot, what you drinking on over there, B-Dot?
Oh, this is a little hot milk, strawberry hot milk from Outside Ale right here in Michigan. Very fruity, you know, all that kind of stuff.
B-Dot be on them exclusives, well, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
he be on them exclusives.
You know, I don't drink none of that kind of stuff.
Man.
Yeah.
Blessed Beardsman said live bitter guys just said the article was fake news and produced by shaving companies. Wow.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Because
man.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my mother-in-law keeps sending me like shaving cream every Christmas, every time she give me a gift. Do y'all think she trying to tell me something?
Yeah, she trying to tell you something. So shave that shit off.
Bought me a pair of clippers twice, shaving cream 3 times. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think a couple of years ago they were saying something too in the news, man, or some article, something saying that how there was like small cases of like feces.
feces, yeah, all that
Yeah, remember that?
old crap.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole
the poop
crazy
beard. Yeah.
poop beard.
It's like
Yeah,
the poop beard. That's what they call that crap.
right. That was like what, a couple years ago.
Man,
To be honest with you, man, I believe it. I believe it. I just don't know who the test group is they're testing, but
homeless men.
if you don't wash your hands when you go to the bathroom and then you start playing in your beard, I can see it because I remember they did a study on buffets and they said that the buffets, they were finding a lot of feces in buffets because
God,
so much of the general public are touching all the utensils and everything and they're not washing their hands when they come out of the bathroom. So,
Yeah.
it's obvious.
Hey, don't
you know what I mean? And not
X gonna turn you into a germaphobe, man.
What you say?
you know what? I think
X gonna
that's
turn
real talk, though.
everybody into germaphobes.
That's
I
real
think
talk,
he done got
man.
me cause I ain't fucking with Golden Corral no more. I ain't fucking with Ryan's no more. I ain't fucking with a lot of these damn places. And you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I ain't going no more buffets.
Look it up. I'm telling you, man. I don't mess with buffets.
Yeah, I don't even
Oh.
eat at buffets.
Nah, I don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
man.
yeah, so you can't avoid. See, this is my thing. You cannot avoid bacteria, man. Of course, you ain't just gonna just dig up in your and put it all. You know what I'm saying? But you can't avoid bacteria. You can't avoid feces. You can't avoid whatever. If it's in the air, it's in the air. You can't. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't
But
know
hold on, though.
where you live, but where I live, feces don't fly. It don't have wings, man.
Yo, bacteria is bacteria, man.
Oh,
Bacteria is
yeah,
everywhere.
but
Who in the hell just in the bathroom digging in their ass? You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of motherfucker just digging his ass and go out and touch a goddamn fork or a spoon? You know what I'm saying? That's some nasty ass shit, man.
Yeah, I've seen dudes do it.
You'd be surprised.
I've seen
man.
dudes go to the bathroom, and I'm talking about people in my job. I mean, like people like management level who go around shaking people's hands. I've seen them come straight out out the joint. I've seen it, shaking hands and all that stuff. I've seen it.
God,
So
That's horrible.
I believe
crazy,
it.
man.
But at the same
That's
time,
crazy.
it's like,
in the car.
yeah.
Man, I always know. I be wondering like why these dudes like when you go to the bathroom, like if it's a whole roll of tissue up there, now, and the motherfucker get one square to wipe his ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't get one square. You know what I'm saying? You can't get one square to wipe your ass and think you're good. You know, you're going to keep trying to fold that. You know what I'm saying? You need something more than that, man. Get your goddamn, get like 2 or 3 meat wipes and lay them motherfuckers on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, God.
What?
Yeah, God.
SD
Man.
and Anthony said our phones are the worst. Yeah, they say that our phones are the dirtiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I clean mine every day with alcohol.
Yep, I clean mine too, man. And they said one thing you should do too when you're in the bathroom, you should close the lid before you flush, because when you flush, when the lid is open, then that like you said, lump, that bacteria is just it's like a microscopic mister. So it just kind of
It shoots out. They say that toilet pressure is heavy. That's why I keep my toothbrushes in the cabinet. I don't keep it on the sink or nothing.
Yeah. So make sure I close the lid before you flush.
Shit, I'm gonna start keeping my goddamn toothbrush in a safe. The same safe my damn guns in. I'm about to go in that motherfucker. We turn it like that. They went, "What you getting, your toothbrush?" Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can't keep your toothbrush in open.
Mike from Detroit Grooming says the beard is shielding your skin from getting that bacteria. Wash, condition, and take care of your face.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of these smooth face brothers, they walk around with goddamn all kind of goddamn herpes and shit on the goddamn chin, cause they ain't got nothing to shield that shit off. You know, you ain't got no goddamn bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why they be hating on it. Oh, your beard is dirty.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I guess the hair on your head is dirty too, then.
Exactly. Same shit. So we can make the argument that your fucking skin dirty. You know what I'm saying? You like that same shit hitting our beard. We got protection, but that shit is hitting y'all face though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Max
That's why you got
Bill Nye did the experiment. Bill Nye, the science guy. I guess that's
Oh, Bill Nye, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I heard it was done on 16 people, so that's really not as far as the dog thing go. The dog hair, whatever the hell it's called.
Well, I think whoever did the experiment, it was a real shitty experiment. I don't think they did it right.
Yeah, really.
Right, literally, right?
I see what you did there.
Hold on, you know what though, fellas? That would, you know what? We should come out with a product. We should come out with that product, and that product that we should come out with, it should be a goddamn a spritz for the beard that clean the motherfucker. Like, you know, you can like a cologne type shit, but it's just like it cleans the damn beard. Just you can spray that
like a beard sanitizer.
A beard goddamn sanitizer. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah.
Hey, don't talk too much, Samson.
I know.
Hey, go ahead and go copyright that right now.
Hey, I know it, boy. Yeah. Fuck around. You can spray that shit over.
They don't
what's that be?
Alcohol in it. You know what I'm saying? So people gonna hate on that.
Oh, well, you can use tea tree, use some tea tree, some peppermint.
Yeah, we can go. We can go around.
Yeah.
We can go around alcohol. We can just get those.
Yeah, we a little bit of grapefruit.
Tea tree, antibacterial, antifungal. Yeah. That's what honestly, that's what I use when I make my oils, because I like it when I go train, being on that mat, there's a whole bunch of sweat and other people sweat. Yeah. So I'm rolling around.
Say it again.
Hold on.
Say it again.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you something. My oldest son had wanted to, he thought he wanted to try the UFC and try MMA out. He was a real good wrestler. And I went to a gym with him one time. And I decided I was going to do it with him, you know what I mean? Because he was a little nervous. He was probably like 17 at the time. And the dude that had me pinned, he was over top of me. He was just dripping. And I mean, sweat was just dripping in my face, man. And, I'm a germaphobe type of dude, man. I don't know how that yeah. When I say the dude was dripping, man, like he was dripping all over me, man. So.
Hey, as long as they don't have like some slow music on and the candles are dim and all that, then you good.
Hey, that motherfucker be wrestling. You fuck around and look over. You fuck around and look away. He has some shit falling out his pocket. That shit be a goddamn HIV test where he done went and took, and he done fucking around. That shit just slip out his pocket. That shit slip out his pocket and fall on the mat. You be like, God damn, dog, you just went and took it. Hey, that should be so goddamn funny to see you under there, see that man, he fucking around got herpes or something. You be like, what the fuck? You probably be done body slam the shit out that dude.
Hey, Samson, X probably took about 50 lemon showers that day.
I know, man. He probably took a whole bottle of tea tree and rubbed his whole body down with it.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. You know what that made me think about? Did y'all see that fight where I think it was a woman, but it was somebody, man. It was an MMA fight, but literally got, the phrase, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck. He beat the shit. This woman shitted all on the. Did y'all see that? Did y'all remember that?
Nah, only you, man.
I think we have two different streaming services, and they don't pop up on the internet. Don't pop on anybody else.
See, that goes to show you what Samson be looking at, man. All that came out to recommended on Samson. That's all recommended videos that Samson be finding, man.
Hold on, D. Please, man, look it up. It's the lady literally shitted all over the mat. Like she shitted all over the MMA mat or the UFC mat. It was shit everywhere. Wow. And they said that then she had got a call to be sponsored by Pampers.
Yo, we gonna do a stream. We're going to do a stream one day, and all we're going to do is do a stream on Samson's Google history. And we're going to look at all his history. But there was a lady, she worked for NASA, and she killed her husband, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
She had to travel a lot of states to get to him.
Yeah, I remember that.
She put on Pampers because she didn't even want to stop at a rest stop.
She didn't want to stop.
She wanted to get straight there to kill him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Dalton Stinson said he saw the fight. Vaulton Center said he saw the fight.
Yeah,
Sam
that's
talking
it.
about. So both of
I'm
y'all got some
telling you.
wild recommendations in your YouTube.
I'm telling you, man, the lady had shit everywhere. And dude, I don't know if it was a lady or a dude, but I forgot what it was. But he had him wrestled down. His head was right there. His head was right there by the shit. Like, man.
Oh, what is this?
I don't know what channel y'all watching.
Good definition of shit.
Oh man.
Let's see what's in the chat, fellas. Let's see what's in the chat.
Oh my God.
Yo, J-Maul, you wild. J-Maul 88 wild, man.
Hey, hold on. Another thing too, man. J-Maul 88, man, got a nice ass motherfucking beard, man. I had him. He was on the Subscriber Sunday, man. He did a review of his beard, man. Dude's beard is fucking awesome, man. He got an awesome ass beard.
Oh, damn. Maurice, whatever it said, I can't read the last one. Y'all need to comedy special and put it on Netflix.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Hey, Megan Slice said, I don't want to watch that fight.
No, me either, man.
Man.
Boy, it was water and shit everywhere, boy. Whoever that was nervous. You hear me? They were nervous.
Boy.
That shit, that's that first day of school nervous, boo-boo. I'm telling you, boy, that was that nervous.
Hey,
you know when you get nervous?
So speaking of school, Jason is the blessed beardsman is a teacher, and he was talking about earlier how some of his students would come out after recess and they'd be sweating and get all over their papers and stuff. So I want to know, what's the craziest thing that happened to you the first day of school? Since Sam was talking about being nervous, has any of your students, or know of any of your students being so nervous that they should have been wearing Pampers that day instead of regular underwear, so they can catch some feces in the underwear in the Pampers instead of the underwear? That's what I want to know.
I ain't never been that nervous.
Nah, I don't even know what school y'all brothers go to, but I don't want to go to that school. Oh man.
Hey, so, I can only imagine. I bet your ex, man. I
think right now, man. Let's go ahead and put the beard of the week out.
Did we decide on who was going to be beard of the week?
Oh, I thought you told me who the beard of the week was.
Yeah.
You got DJ there or something,
Is he in the room?
Hey, no. Matter of fact, they said the beard of the week was going to be a lady this week. Hey,
wait.
If you wait a minute, no bullshit though. If you look up Beauty and the Bearded, like when you look up Beauty and the Bearded, it's a woman with a goddamn beard come up, man. Like this lady got a fucking beard, man. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? She be all lined up. Her shit all her shit thicker than some of these. Oh my God, man. Well, her shit connecting at the cheek line. She did everything right.
Her hobo oil on that one.
Hey, for real.
We got a question. We got a question from King Davis. He says, I trimmed my beard and took a lot off. Any tips to make it grow back faster?
He said he trimmed it to make it grow back faster?
He trimmed it.
I answered that question.
I think he feels like he took a little bit too much off and wants to know what he could do to make it grow back faster.
I answered the question, and I don't know how you feel about it, any of y'all feel about it, but I don't. When it comes to speeding the process and all that stuff, I don't believe in much that you can do to speed up the process. You just got to be patient again, let it grow back.
Yeah,
you got to do your time.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, man. If you're doing everything right, then just time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You could do things like, because our diets aren't the same as they used to be back in the day. Everything is not as healthy as it used to be, from fruits to vegetables and everything. So a good multivitamin, maybe a biotin, a vitamin E.
Yeah.
If you're not exercising, throw in a little exercise, get your blood flowing a little bit, and it might help out a little bit. You know what I mean? But you're going to notice, because your beard is shorter now, you're gonna realize the growth a lot quicker, just because you're gonna see it than when it was longer. You know what I mean? And you saw your beard longer. Because I noticed when I trim my beard, I feel like it's growing back so much faster. But I think that's just because of the difference in the size from when I trimmed it. But just patience, brother, patience, man. It'll come back. Probably strong.
I got a theory. You know, they say we use if you wanted to increase blood flow, also, you know, you use spices. You know, you use spices to increase your blood flow. You know, a lot of guys in the conscious community say use spices. And I was wondering, what if you could actually use like spices, you know, like you put spices in your food to help with blood flow. Like, you know, for diabetics and stuff like that, you spice up your food. Not to make it, you know, too spicy to where you can't take it. Not that type, but just regular spices, you know, that helps with blood flow. And I was wondering if that may help, you know what I'm saying, us kings with the beard also. You know, if you use like herbs or spices and things like that to help the beard growth, or help our beard growth, maybe even stronger, longer, or, you know what I'm saying, start to use that.
Right.
Yeah, if you can increase circulation, it should definitely help with beard growth. It should help with everything, like circulation and blood flowing everywhere. And you know, us men, there's different ways we can notice when we take certain things that our circulation has gotten better. Because I recently started trying out black seed oil, and I've been taking it orally. And in the morning, I can tell that I had took that black seed oil the night before when I take it. With it, but I can tell, man.
Yeah.
I got some shit I be taking for the increased blood flow too.
Yeah, man. That black seed oil is crazy, man. I wake up in the morning, I'm cold. I don't even realize why the covers ain't on me. And I look up and the covers is up in the air, you know. It's from that black seed oil, you know what I mean?
That must have some Cialis in it.
I do.
You gonna chop up one of them goddamn Viagra. You chop up that Viagra, snort that motherfucker before you go to bed.
Just chop. Put it under your tongue and all that.
You know what?
We have a observation and a question from Anthony Lockhart. He says that I was using a plastic pick and I always had a lot of flyaways. I noticed when I switched to a wooden pick, I don't have this problem. Anyone else experience this?
Interesting.
I don't use wooden. You know what I'm saying? I use regular plastic. You know when they go to paper or plastic? I use plastic. I never use the wooden comb.
Yeah.
So I've heard that like before I get started with this is once again everybody you know, with this group, you know what I'm saying? We are big on doing what works for you, and you know, not just you just can't read something and just assume that it's gonna be for everybody, right? So I, you know, doing some reading that in order, metal picks and metal tools are supposed to be worse for you because of the static electricity. Then plastic is supposed to be worse, and then wood or ox tail or something, whatever it is, ox horn, all those type are supposed to be better for you because there's less of a charge, electric charge or whatever. So if that did happen for you, that you notice that the wooden comb or pick is producing less static electricity, that means it did its job. So that it's something that works for you, and I would stick with using the wooden comb. But straight to D-Hod. D-Hod has that long, and X just said it. You know, he uses plastic. D-Hod uses a metal pick. So it's all up to what your beard is responding to.
Exactly.
Yeah. All you got to do, man, is put on a pair of Crocs. You know what I mean? And stand on the tile floor. Don't use a metal pick while you're on the carpet, and you'll be good. Make sure you're on a tile floor or marble floor when you use a metal pick and everything.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck around and change the game on everybody. I'm gonna use a goddamn hair. I'm gonna use a pick made of hair. Motherfucker just gonna be made of hair. A hair pick on some hair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Detroit Grooming says, gentlemen, thank you for this awesome stream as usual, and for the amazing info. Well done providing this platform for all the great folks. Glad to join this royal round table. I have to go. Much love. Much love to you too, brother.
Hey,
Yes, sir,
salute,
Mike. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming
Yeah.
through.
Much love, Mike, man. Thank you. Like always, we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm doing some work behind the scenes right now.
No doubt.
What you working on, D-High? Let us know. What you
I'm
working
trying to figure something out.
on? What you working on, brother?
Yeah,
We
B-Dot,
didn't really.
I had got a.
go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Samson.
Oh, I had got something in the mail, man, that I think B-Dot sent your boy, man. I used that thing, man. Yes, sir.
You use that thing?
Yeah, man. I
Yeah, that's
used
on
that
the
thing, man.
internet,
That thing.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's good.
That thing there, yeah, man. Hey. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
international. You know, you got that language.
Hey. Yes, sir. That thing there was all right now. Yes, sir. Yeah, didn't miss a beat with my other side. Went on ahead and went on ahead and substituted that out. One of the, from,
Yeah.
in the LCO method. Oh man, yes sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Love the feedback.
I like that.
Well,
Is that official yet?
Not official yet. It will be.
Not official yet. Okay, all right.
I see X trying to chime in.
Yeah.
I think whoever delivered the mail to me, man, he got a hold of it, man. Because when I see him, I'm gonna look at his beard. I'm gonna check him out real quick. If his beard is shiny, we gonna have some problems. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
You got
I didn't get mine yet.
So you want me to take this question from Boogie Nape, or you want to go ahead and do your behind the scenes unveil, D-High?
No, I was just since we didn't have like a beard of the week, or was it?
I threw a monkey wrench in your program, huh? My bad, brother. My bad.
No, we didn't. It's something that we kind of talked about before, but because we had so much, we had some technical difficulties and all that stuff, man. We really didn't pick anybody this week, but after you guys just go ahead and just do what you.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up after.
Okay. Boogie Nape has a question. Do you fellas feel like it's harmful or beneficial to brush a medium-sized beard?
The brush and medium-sized beard. Shit, when I get to that point, I'm just incorporating the oils in my beard. I'm not brushing it for style. But
I look at brushing like it's training, because like whenever I brush my beard, it trains the hair to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So like if I wanted my hair to go down, like if my beard was too wide, I would brush it, to try to pat it down and keep it nice and compact. But I don't really know as far as like, if it kind of trains the hair to grow a certain way to where if you want that nice full beard, it might make the hair grow kind of, you know what I'm saying? Or you might have some waves in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember if I used the brush, I would just use it like right on my line, just to smooth this down to make my beard look neater. But I remember I used to use a brush on my bigger beard years ago. I haven't used a brush in a long time. And then when I went to clean it, I take a little small comb to clean my brush out. There was a lot of hair in my brush. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when I decided that I felt like the brush was either pulling hairs out or whatever, because there was a lot of beard in my brush, man. So I stopped using it. But I don't know, man, because I haven't used one. I haven't used one since. But it made me nervous to see all those hairs in the brush. But
Okay. Bobby Williamson has a question. X, this is for you. Gentlemen, around 50. What's your take on getting a colonoscopy for the first time?
Around 50. Who will answer that question?
Yeah, I got
no, but this is
50.
Oh
So on a serious note, this question came up. I think it was probably our first stream we got into this.
Direct the question to Lump because Lump has been practicing for his colonoscopy.
You're right, but just like still.
Hey, don't y'all think? No, go. Don't y'all think we talked about enough shit already?
See, you know what's crazy? Like I try to be good, and then Lump always finds a way to drag me back into this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you gonna put that on me? Yo, I be chilling. How you gonna put that on me? I be chilling, man. You be jabbing me up just like you did your boy, man, all the time. My hands down, and everything. You still, my hands behind my back. You still throwing punches, man.
This shit reminded me of some shit I was watching on National Geographic the other night.
Sean P, he's been getting colonoscopy since he was 13. So ask Sean P.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Y'all remember that one time we were live and we was streaming and dude say, "Oh yeah, he said, ain't you supposed to start getting when you like 25?"
Yeah, that's Sean P.
like, bro,
and that's why Philly Boy Fitness.
You been going there letting that man stick that thing in your ass since you was 25, bro.
I think that was Philly Boy Fitness, man. I think that was him.
That was Sean P.
Yeah, there goes Sean P.
Sean P. Sean P said he got a colonoscopy like around what 25?
Yeah, I'm like God damn, bro, you
25.
25.
Yeah.
You better make sure you don't have both hands on your shoulders, because if you at 25, that shit ain't right.
You asking like what? He got both hands on me. So what the fuck is he using to go in my hands?
You see both hands on your shoulders, you know you in some trouble, man. You better get the hell up out of there. Turn around and hit him with something.
Oh.
No, but for real though, we gotta answer. We gotta be serious about this, man, because it's really
all the questions in the chat. It's funny how you find.
No, I went down the line. I went straight down the line. There were a couple comments and a couple questions. I went straight down the line. But seriously, there's other. I'm honestly say I'll be 37 in the summertime, so I don't know. I'm with X on the situation. I'm kind of like, but apparently you can put your
shit.
Yeah. And my kids are around, so the other words are coming.
I'm sorry.
No, they can't hear you. No, they can't hear you but me. I mean, the words I want to say. What's that?
You don't gotta do that no more. All you gotta do is go to the doctor, let him test your beard out now, apparently, because the shit is in your beard now. So you don't need to just go get your beard.
Wait a minute.
You good.
You might go in there and somebody else shit might be in your beard and they fuck around and give your ass a bad report. Oh yeah, bro. You trying to come in for colonoscopy, you got some more shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, but seriously, man, you can because it really is a big health concern about for men and stuff like that. So apparently you can put it in a bag and sit it out. From what I've heard, I didn't do any research on it or anything like that because I'm not at that stage where I'm supposed to be even thinking about that by age. So there are ways around you actually getting a colonoscopy. I don't know if one way is more efficient than the other, but I think I would go that route if it is an efficient route.
What route?
My laptop died, but I just saw a question on there. Do you guys use a cold rinse for your beard? And I would like to say that I've never washed or rinsed my beard with cold water ever. As hot as possible. And hey, we almost in week, what is this? Almost month 5, and I have no issues at all. So I've never used a cold rinse at all.
Me either.
I put no cold water in my beard. That's just me. So.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't. No, I don't know. Because if you think about it, then they say cold water's supposed to close the cuticle, right?
Yeah.
Close the cuticle, right? To close it.
Right. So if it closes it, then that means that, well, in theory, shouldn't that stop you? Because usually when we get out the shower, we put products on our beard, if we're using the LCO method. So if we put cold water on it, wouldn't that kind of prohibit the products from like actually, you know what I'm saying, sticking inside of the beard, or
Yeah.
you know, that'll kind of like kill your night routine, right? In theory, you know what I'm saying, I would think.
Yeah, it sounds correct to me.
Yeah. Yes, it's one of those things, man. In theory, and on paper, yeah, cold water is gonna close your cuticle, and you don't want to walk around with your cuticles open. You do want to close those cuticles up, but if you're applying product to your beard, you would want your cuticles open so your product can penetrate a little bit better, and your cuticles are gonna close, man. They're not gonna stay, you know. I don't know, man. I'm not using cold water.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm in the shower. I'm not.
And then a lot of people that use. Here's the crazy thing too. A lot of people that use cold water to close their cuticle will get out of the shower and then use a hot blow dryer or a brush or a comb for styling, and it's kind of like, you know what I mean. It's one of those things, but
right.
You don't
really
cold
need
rinse
it.
water. You know what I'm saying? You putting a hot comb or a hot blow dryer on there right afterwards. So.
Yeah. So I
like that.
like to get them products in, man, and you know, that's why, like, if you look at some of these videos with the dudes sitting back in the chair with the steam blowing in their beard when they're in the salon getting that steam treatment, it's because when you open those cuticles up, it's good to get those products in there, man, and that's why my deep condition, what I do for the deep condition, I think is effective, because I have all the products in my beard. I put the bag over it, and then I apply the heat to the bag. It's all moist in there, and it warms it up, opens the cuticles, and everything penetrates better. It gives me a better condition. So I mean,
so that's like a segue, because Mikhail Muhammad asked, what order are you deep conditioning? And he says, because he wants to know what's first, second, and third, because he has a different way of doing it. Oh, he said, I've heard different ways. I'm sorry. So that's kind of like a little segue into what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I use whatever conditioner I'm going to use first, and then I go in with coconut oil, and then I go in with the Jamaican black castor oil, because that's going to be the thickest, and that's going to be the sealing oil, and that's going to seal everything in. So I go conditioner, coconut oil, and then Jamaican black castor oil.
Right.
And then I do the bag, and then heat, of course.
X, how long you let yours sit, X? Like when you got your products and everything in there, how long do you sit and let that go in there and marinate?
Man, usually like 25 minutes, 25 minutes.
So do you blow dry for 25 minutes? Oh, you use the bag. That's right. You have the bag. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits of using like the grocery bag, because when you put that hooded bag over your face, if you just use a regular shower cap, you don't know that it moved, and you could be applying the heat directly to your beard. But with the bag, you could tie the handles. You could tie the handles behind your neck, so you know the bag is not going to move. And then when you put the hood over,
no offense,
you know you're good.
No offense, but if you've been growing your beard for a month, do not put a grocery bag on your face, because that's going to slip off. I don't care what you say, what you do, it's going to slip off. Only good. 2 guys right now can get away with putting a freaking grocery bag on their face, and I don't even have to say their name, so use a shower cap.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the hood you're using, you know what I mean? But heat could be your friend, man. Heat doesn't have to be at any time.
Yeah, I've been taking warm, hot showers since the beginning of time, man, and I've never had a problem with my beard at all. So
no,
I mean, it's a good talking point, I mean, if you want to, but I know the average guy out there that takes a shower, man, he's not gonna, what I mean, especially if you're getting up early in the morning, man, and it's cold in some places.
Cool.
You ain't trying to take a goddamn cold ass shower. Or even do like a cold rinse. Like you could take a warm shower with. I mean, just imagine. Like I've tried to just, get your beard in the shower while you know what I'm saying. But it's hard because you're still gonna get cold water on you unless you're in the sink, just kind of soaking your beard in the. But that's a whole different. That's a whole extra process.
Yeah.
For what though? You know what I mean?
That sink cold is still hard.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't even like that. I'm trying to wake up. I ain't trying to get fucked up. I don't want to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I want my shit to feel good when I get in the car.
Shit, is, especially if you know what I'm saying, especially if you married and shit, you know, you trying to get that morning wood, you going there take a goddamn cold shower, you gonna fuck everything up, man.
Come out
You
there,
know what I'm saying?
come out there slinging the Vienna sausage.
You know what I'm saying? Got that.
Slanging that Vienna.
Oh,
You're gonna fuck around and have 2 lumps in your stomach because your balls gonna be trying to hide. My bad. See, Samson, I can't mess with Samson, man. Samson, I can't mess with Samson, man.
Y'all live on this motherfucker today, boy. I'm telling y'all is live on this.
I can't mess with Samson, man. Samson, man, I swear, Samson, you remind me of my pops, man. My pops was just, man, he was just like, just loose. Man, he didn't give a damn. He would talk shit and he didn't give a damn who was around him. That was just his character, man. He was funny as hell too, but you know, God rest his soul, man. But you just remind me of him, man. And I think when I listen to you, it kind of brings out a little bit of that, you know. I try to keep it bottled up inside a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, go. You might well go let it out like you had that Slip Smoke liquor joint can in that picture last time. You might well let it out, man. You know, I know your pops would approve. You know what I'm saying? If you letting that shit out, cause you know what I'm saying.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah,
you know.
So we got a question from Waylon Gunner. He says, I need some advice. How do I avoid beard knots?
You said beard what?
Beard knots in his beard.
Oh, I thought he said beard Nazis. I was like, God damn, we got some of them.
I would say make sure you apply a decent amount of oil in your products before you start combing. Another thing I notice when I'm taking my twist out, if I grab a lot of hair and I'm rushing and I just try to separate it, it will create a knot at the end. And a couple of times I had to cut out a lot of hair to get the knot out. So being patient, comb slower, maybe comb from the tip first and then work your way up. Don't start from up here and go down. You know what I mean? Until you loosen everything up and use a lot of beard oil. And you
know what? I'm gonna add a little something to that too, X. You know, a lot of times, matter of fact, I got a question. Actually, I got a question about that more so than anything. It's like, whenever you applying the products to your beard and everything, is there a wait time before the product actually activates inside of the beard? Like when you put the products on, you know how some people don't have enough patience where they'll just put the products on, right? They'll get it in the beard, and then as soon as they get in the beard, they start combing. Like they just start, you know what I'm saying, combing it out. And it's like, do you have like a grace period for like when you put in the product? Because I noticed a product that I use, which is that black vanilla leave-in, I need at least 5 to 7 minutes of that to sit in there before it actually makes the beard soft. It'll be soft, and then I know that now I can go in and I can apply, you know, the C and the O now, because now it's activated and I can go on the comb straight through it. But if I just put it on there and go straight in there, that shit be nappy than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll be thinking, like, is that the same with the products that you guys use also? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you have to wait to activate before, you know what I'm saying, going in there combing and shit?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, man. And that's how you know, like, this beard thing that we're all involved in is a journey. Because even though, like, I just realized what you just said probably within the last month. Because I've been testing a lot of different leave-ins and moisturizers. And I noticed when I wait a few minutes, and then I go to comb out my beard, it actually has a chance to work. So there definitely should be a waiting period. And I was one of them dudes that didn't wait before, and now I'm waiting, and I can tell a big difference. I was
the same exact way, and I noticed that one day I had to do something before I actually, you know, something came up where I said, you know what, I just had it in there, dripping all over the goddamn carpet and shit, and then fucked around when it did something else, came back and I combed it. I was like, damn, this shit is actually softer. It actually goes through a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. Ever since then, man, that's been part of the regimen. I put it in there, wait a little while, you know what I'm saying, and then just go through it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't comb all the way through the motherfucker. Like, a lot of people be combing their beard hard as shit. fellas, I know y'all alpha male, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all with the alpha males and everybody want to be like B-Dot and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Grow a goddamn mane in 2 months and shit. Cut that motherfucker off bald head, be fucking back right in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And you know we want to be tough and shit. Gonna grab the hardest goddamn comb and shit. Damn comb made out of skull shit and go straight through your beard, but you can't comb your shit like that, man. I baby my shit, man. I comb it till it get to a part. Well, matter of fact, I don't even comb it. I pick it. I pick in it, and then if it gets stuck, I go out of it and come at right there where I was at and try to come out to, you know, loosen that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't just comb straight through that motherfucker. You be fucking around, pull your goddamn mandible off. You know what I'm
saying? No doubt.
Yeah, I think we lost him.
Lost who?
Samson.
Oh yeah. It sounded like he was cutting off a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I think he's gone. Maxie says my beard seems less manageable with a cold rinse. Yeah, it would. I would imagine so too. That it's gonna be a little bit. It's not gonna be as soft and a little bit harder to comb.
Yeah, coarse and curly hair. I just don't know how that really works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I've tried it, just to see, but I didn't get the same results out the shower with that steam water and all that kind of stuff. So that's all I roll with. So.
Michael Rice Jr. says, Samson or X, have you guys ever used a beard brush straightener? Are they too much heat for your beard? Oh man, brother. That's crazy because I actually just did a video on that. And I'm editing it now to drop it. I'll probably put it out tomorrow. But no, I have never used one of the heated picks or heated brushes. And do I think they're too much heat for the beard? I think it depends on your texture. I think it depends on your texture. Let's see.
No, you shared.
Can your beard get immune to the natural oils and actually stop working? Leonard Smiley says, can your beard get immune to the natural oils and actually stop working? Yeah, I talk about that a couple times where I believe your beard is almost like your muscles and working out. And sometimes you got to shock your beard. If the product was working for you, and then all of a sudden you notice it's not working as well. Switch to something else for a little while and then go back to it. And sometimes you just got to confuse the beard a little bit. And for whatever reason, that seems to work for me. So that's possible. Yes, I do believe that.
Where would D-High go?
Oh, pop.
I don't know. D-High's been gone for a minute. Boogie Nate says, I'm out of here, brothers. Shalom to all the brothers in the stream and God bless. Boogie Nate, appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, Boogie Nate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Boogie.
Appreciate your love and support, man. God bless you too, man.
Yeah, thank you, Boogie, man.
Oh, there's
Here come D-High right now.
Thanks, Boogie, man.
Oh, thank you, Boogie, man.
Hey. Thank you, Boogie. We appreciate you.
Oh,
came in with the ASMR.
My bad. I'm doing all kinds of stuff over here, man. It's one of those days.
Yo, D-High be working, man. I want to let y'all know D-High be working, man. We all try to bring something behind the scenes, to the stream, but D-High putting in work, man.
No doubt.
So shout out, beard salute.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that, love. Hey, I truly appreciate that, love.
Yeah, I know too. I was kind of evasive on the last question, so it ain't really sitting well with me that I was kind of evasive. So I believe, well, not just that I believe. It's a scientific, for the people that like science, it's a scientific fact that curlier hair is actually weaker than the other types of hair. So if you have a curlier beard texture, I have two textures on my beard. My chin is not really a curly texture, but everything else is. your strands are already a lot weaker. I believe they said it took like 33 grams of pressure to snap a curly textured hair, and like 55 or something for a straight textured hair, something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers. I'm pretty cool. So to use a hot brush or a heated brush to straighten that type of hair out, first of all, you're already starting off with a weaker platform, and if you're not doing everything necessary to take care of your beard, it's not healthy enough to use heat. And then it's going to take a lot longer to straighten out a tighter curl pattern than a wavy or not as tight a curl pattern. So you got to use a lot more heat or spend a lot more time doing it. And of course, that's not good for the beard. And if you use it, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you use it in moderation, you'll probably be good. You know what I mean? But if you use it every day, it will probably eventually have it. You know what I mean? Dry the beard out, dry your hair shaft out. You get break and split in.
And damage it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because our bodies, I believe that our bodies are going to go back to its whatever is natural for it, or try to in some way, shape, or form. And if it's not, that means I believe that you damaged it. If your hair is curly and it's no longer curly and it's straight, I think you damaged your hair. Like if you don't have to continue to do it, it's damaged because it's not going back to its natural state. And like heat damage, if you see heat damage, it's dry, it's frizzy, it's straight, it doesn't look right. So yeah, you can definitely damage your beard with too much heat.
Right.
And so, I mean, I don't know. I just I thought about it myself just to see what'll happen, but because I've done it with my hair. Y'all see? I don't know if y'all saw my slideshow. I did it with my hair. I thought I was a new member of Bone Thugs and Harmony, and but eventually, I only did it the one time. But eventually, my hair went back to its natural state. But it's not something that I don't see myself constantly trying to straighten.
You must have been a senior version of Bone Thugs and Harmony, though.
Right.
Yeah, you must be the senior version.
Bro, I'll show you the picture.
But I agree, man. To straighten those hairs out, what you're basically doing is you're breaking down the protein bonds, and you're stretching the hair. You're using the heat, and then you're stretching the hair, and then you're changing the texture of the hair. Like you're making a curly hair straight, and then they reform to that new hair pattern. So they reform back straight, and over time, or if you use too much heat, they'll never curl back up, and that's really moisture. So you're really just taking in layman's terms, you're taking all the moisture out of your beard to elongate it, and eventually it's going to stay like that, and then you're going to end up with unhealthy beard. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But I got a video. As soon as I'm finished with it, I'm gonna put it out, maybe tomorrow or so.
Fuck Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, man.
No heat on
Where's
the
no
taco
heat
meat.
for this?
Oh god. Hey yo, these taco meat things, man. It's never gonna end, love.
I would
It's
like
never
to
gonna
see,
end.
Nah, it's all good.
Put a texturizer on his taco meat though, and
Why would you want to cause harm? You're supposed to be Mr. Holistic Dude and Mr. But you want to cause harm. You see what I'm saying, X? Do y'all see what I'm saying?
Burn a hole in
X
his
wants
chest.
to put a texturizer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna burn my skin. It's gonna burn my taco meat. Gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? And that means like, what is that? Who had straight taco meat? Who does that? Man.
Hey, D.I. got straight taco meat.
What? Nah, no straight taco meat over here. I let the taco meat go, man. I let it go.
Now you got the one little piggy tail right in the middle right here. You just got the one just sitting right in the middle.
I take my taco meat and I use my clippers and I shave Beardy 365 right across the chest right here.
Nah, but on the real, I can't. I think I can't. I tried. If I take a number 8 guard and put it on there and pull off that tech, it'll be irritated. It'll be. I'll see little razor burn, little red dots on my chest. So I was like, you know what? I ain't even messing with it anymore. I can't. I just gotta let it do what it do, shouty.
Get it waxed up.
Nah, I ain't messing with it, man. I ain't touching it no more, man. I ain't even trimming it.
Wow.
And it's reached its terminal growth anyway. It's not gonna grow anymore.
There you go.
So I can't use minoxidil to grow my beard. I mean my chest hair.
Chest hair.
I was gonna ask y'all a question too, man. Do y'all guys think that breakage stayed in your beard for a while? 'Cause like today, I pulled out my metal pick and picked my beard, and some stuff fell on the sink. And I was wondering, like, did that just happen, or was that stuck in my beard already for 4 or 5, 6 days or whatever? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you comb your beard, you don't get it all out or whatever, you know. So I'm wondering, like, do shit stay in your beard until you pick it out or do something really drastic to it that you see it on the sink? You know, like, does it happen that day or does it happen a week before? You see what I'm saying? Because
That's interesting.
I think stuff stays tangled in there. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. I've noticed that a couple times because sometimes I will have like a long hair just kind of poking out, and then I'll pull it, and then once I pull it out, it'll be a couple of hairs that's been like locked in together. And then when I pull it, I'm like, yo, this is like long, but then it'll, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2-3 pieces of hair that's been tangled and kind of like just trapped in the beard.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I think that happens a lot with curly and you know, like in coarse beards. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you shed a hair, there's a good chance it's going to be stuck, especially if it's an inside hair, not one on the outside. It's going to be stuck in there until you comb it out.
Right. So you don't know when that fell out. You know, about a week ago. You know, so.
Beard Hustle said derma that taco meat, man.
Nah, I don't need no more. I don't need no blood flow, man. Y'all really trying to get me to see this shirt is tight around the neck, so if I derm roll, it might poke out through these tight neck shirts. So I'm just leave it just where it is.
Yeah, D-Lump, man, we got the same issue, man, but I just don't never show mine. You know, so
wait, I gotta be an issue though.
Yeah, mine will be gone by the summer. You know, I put some Nair on.
Yeah, I can.
Some Nair.
Put some Nair.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, beard fan.
Purple Lane said my beard is extra coily. I tried the hot pick once and wasn't really happy with the end result. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it could be rough, man. Especially like if you already know, like I believe if you are gonna use it, you should make sure that everything you do is on point and your beard is as healthy as possible. Because if you're lacking in any areas, man, and you're doing something that's not necessarily as healthy as possible to your beard, you may pay the price. You know what I mean?
So they're chuckling about.
Mikhail Muhammad, he said hashtag no V-necks.
Hashtag no V-necks. Oh Lord.
Hashtag no V-necks.
Oh my goodness.
I say hashtag no V-necks, fellas. That's all it boiled down to.
Oh my goodness.
In my laptop up here, fellas, so I don't know. I can't see shit.
Yeah, man. Where we at on the time?
10:01.
Time to go.
Damn, 10:01 for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time, fellas.
Yeah.
I still got a half a beer over here, as you guys can see that danky color. Look at that, boy. I'm gonna keep talking so y'all can see it. So y'all can see that orange juicy look. Well, that's real nice right there, baby.
I like fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yeah,
man, beat up.
Organic chocolate stout.
But you gotta pour it in a glass.
Hey man, y'all gotta send me some
Hey. And I ain't even gonna show the empties. I'm gonna leave the empties on the side. I ain't gonna show the empties.
Boy, he hit me like James.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a list, man.
Hey, Michael.
I'm gonna need a list of some stuff to try out, because I just be going in just grabbing something with some crazy artwork on it and just drinking it. I don't even know what's what. So I'm gonna need a list of something or take some notes on what y'all be drinking during these streams.
Yo, X, you're gonna have to send me a picture of that one, X.
This is real good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to text that to me.
It comes in a 4-pack. It comes in a 4-pack.
Is it like a similar taste to like Guinness?
No, it's much sweeter.
Oh, okay.
It's much sweeter.
You heard they squeeze that off wrestling mats.
Oh man.
Y'all silly, man.
So we got the outro.
I think it's about.
Oh yeah. Let me do this real quick. So for those of you that that's been waiting patiently for this, man. I know we've been procrastinating on this for like the last 3 weeks.
We?
Or I.
Say it again, B-Dot.
I like that, B-Dot. B-Dot was like, we?
B-Dot,
Okay,
say it again.
Yeah.
B-Dot.
I should say I. My bad.
Yeah.
Let me get.
We
let me
all
get this.
got to accept responsibilities. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
BMC, baby.
BMC. We all we got.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! It might take a little. Give me like 2 minutes. Y'all just keep come up with something to
Yeah,
talk
2
about.
more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Well, I'll sing for the next 2 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
I got no.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
Damn, I'm way past my bedtime, man. Now I'm hungry again, man.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I should have some in the refrigerator.
My wife made tacos for dinner, but ever since this stream started a couple months ago, I don't mess with tacos no more.
You don't want no taco?
Nah, I don't mess with tacos no more.
I'm blocking them.
Yeah, right.
I'm blocking
You
them.
don't want no S-curl tacos over there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got a half a pizza up here and some brews, and I got a half a cookie over there on the microwave. I might eat that, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm if anybody on here is works for me, I'm letting y'all know I'm calling out tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm putting that on the live stream. I'm calling out.
Damn. Michael's already on here, so I can't call out tomorrow.
I'll call it out tomorrow.
I can't call out tomorrow. Mike already seen me. Like, yeah, Brian, like you were drinking yesterday. Like, oh yeah. I do that every day.
No, it rained earlier this week, man, and damn water was coming inside my damn truck. My damn dome light was full of water. The the cab lights on the roof are leaking. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to rain this weekend, so tomorrow I got to fix it, man, before it rains this weekend. I
Damn.
got to open it up. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow.
The light still come on?
Yeah. One
Oh,
of them is blown, though. So I think that's the one. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So
I remember
I got to
some
take
shit like
the whole damn headliner out. So I'm going to do that tomorrow.
I remember some shit like that happened to us in our old house, man. The house we had before this one.
Yeah.
We had went out for the day. We had the upstairs, downstairs. Man, I opened up the front door, and you can just like feel like that mist, like that moisture in the air. And I heard something coming like rain, like water. And I walked into the kitchen, man. The damn upstairs toilet, the valve, that water valve, like it was like a plastic ring, broke, and the water was just shooting out. The whole loft was flooded, man, and it was like water coming from the ceiling downstairs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Light was all up in the water was all filled up. It filled up the water, the light bulbs and everything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put some of that Nature Boy in real quick. Definitely smells good. Got like a lemon smell to it. Smells really good though.
Yeah, brothers. I see him. You know, with the comments. I mean, it's best, Steve. Ain't even worth the energy. You know what I mean? Let him do him. You know what I mean?
I can't see shit.
Yeah. It ain't even worth me repeating it to you. You know what I mean? Let him do him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
So y'all ready for this or what?
Yep.
Beers and cars. Beers and cars in the house. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I just said to myself the other day that I ain't seen you in a minute. I had to come check out check your channel out.
Oh, Bears and Cars, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. What's going on,
bro?
man? How you been, man?
Yeah, go ahead, D.I. What you got?
Well, actually, Bears and Cars, thank you for the
Thank you,
super
brother.
chat, man.
Thank you, brother.
$2.
Well, thank you, brother. I didn't see that.
Yeah, so for everybody that's in the stream right now, man, I just want to say thank you guys for, coming through, showing us love like always. It's always a great time, man. Like X said earlier, I look forward to this every Thursday. And, It's a really good time, man, for us to laugh and hang out and just share knowledge and stuff like that. And a special shout out to Nature Boy for coming on today, Jacob, and showcasing his stuff, man. You know, he has some awesome products. Make sure you guys definitely go check him out at what is it? What's his Instagram? natureboy.com or at natureboy?
Natureboy IG.
Natureboy IG. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we didn't get a chance to do the beer feature of the week, so we'll probably do that next week. But I do want to show you guys something that we've been working. Well, X actually been working on, and I've been procrastinating because I've been caught up and trying to get this thing together, man. But I finally got it, so I hope you guys enjoy this. This was supposed to be our original outro, okay? And like I said, X put some man hours in making this, man. So
You
I
can
hope
say,
you guys.
you can say we're a unit. You know what I mean? So
All right, we
worked on it. We worked on it.
Well, actually, technically, you worked on it, but you know, let's get it. All right, so let me show you guys real quick. Hopefully, this shit is right.
Mm-hmm. So we got to take it from MySpace to put it on YouTube.
That's right. There you go.
Okay.
And let me disconnect my Obama phone to make sure.
Yeah, flip it up first, and then do it.
Flip it up.
Yeah, flip it up. Then you can do everything.
All right. God damn it.
That's
Sorry.
77. That's a letter T. What's that?
Oh man, it's not working. Hold on. It's not working, dog.
It's a good thing we're not paying D-High because we had to dock them. We had to dock them.
Oh man, I'm having all kind of problems, dog.
Shot, you know.
Yo, the screen, it's not sharing. It don't want to share. I'm done.
Yeah, we're gonna
Alright,
put
here we go.
an Instagram story or a video.
All right, I got it.
It's like one of the movies, 17 weeks later.
17
weeks later.
24 hours later. All right, here we go.
I'm 75 years old. Go ahead.
You're gonna have to play it loud so that it shows on the screen, I guess.
Yeah, nobody can say nothing though.
All right.
So we gotta. All right.
I love all of y'all. Thank you very much. That's a great Russell. Say goodnight. Thanks again. Good night. God bless.
Well, I'm out here, I got me DJing. I ain't even got no radio.
Oh man. Oh man. So listen, that was courtesy. That was courtesy, your boy X, man. Like I said, he put some hours in putting that together, man. And when I first saw that shit, I was laughing my ass off. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was on the screen the whole time though. It was something like words up there. I couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can do a better job of kind of incorporating that into the video, man, or into the live stream. You know.
Yeah.
But it was a good time tonight, y'all. Good time, man.
Definitely.
No doubt.
Good time. Like always, man.
Yeah, man.
So anybody want to?
All of y'all, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Like always, man. Y'all always come through, show us love. And none of us would be doing this without y'all, man. So thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And make sure you guys go down in the description box, man. And I have everybody's channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, man. Follow. Check out our IGs when you get a chance. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find the IG link somewhere within the YouTube channel, man. So again, like always, man, we appreciate you guys. Nothing but love and respect for all y'all coming through and supporting us all the time. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next Thursday, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You
All
know.
right.
Well,
Later. Thank you all.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
fellas.
So
Everybody
with
have a
that
good
being
night.
said, we out.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
We made Lump break his curfew.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
So next week, y'all.
All right.
All right. Peace out. Beer salute, man.
Peace.
Peace
Peace
out,
and
y'all.
love.
Peace and love, man.